us on the show today from the Jackson Area Career Center, Principal Dan Draper and Assistant Principal Lauren Kaiser. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi there.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, great to have you here. Oh, did you bring me an award, Dan?
Yeah, you could think of it that way.
Well, let's get a shot of it. It's pretty cool. It's lightweight. I don't even know what the material is. At first I thought wood, but what is it?
So it's plastic. Plastic filament, 3D printed. We have a student out of the engineering class, Tyler. He's a senior, second year. And I went to him with the idea, this concept of putting together something that we could give our advisory members, because we have several partners across the county that work with the Career Center. And he put it together, brainstormed it. So that is the final prototype at the moment. And so when we went to the machining class and asked, do you think you can make this out of metal? And I tell you, those machining kids were like, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? What about? So a lot of wheels turning right now because of just that idea.
Awesome. So yeah, that's the Career Center logo. So we'll probably see the finished metal version sometime
Hopefully
soon. All right, cool. We'll watch for that. We've got half year point now. This is your second year as the management team at the Career Center. How's it going so far?
It's going great.
How's the school year this year?
It's been, I can't believe it's almost February. I mean, it really has flown by. It's, you say every year goes fast, but this year has really been flying. So it's been great.
Well, that means you're having fun.
We do have fun.
Time flies when you're having fun.
We have fun every day. So.
And you're hoping to get more people to join the fun. You guys are looking for next year's students.
Yeah, so we've already started the marketing campaign or promotional campaign. Something that visually that you'll see around the area are some billboards. Very excited about that, and I think we have 4 across the county. We try to hit the main areas that you would see on the highways, but some former students and one current student. But it's just a chance to show people exactly what we do and what type of outcomes are from the Career Center.
Yeah, it's really cool how kids end up in a high-paying professional job right after high school. It's unbelievable. Remember, Dan, we had a chance to visit with current and former students at the student build of the new home that is in 340 Farms. And I think all of the tradespeople, business owners and tradespeople that advise the kids are former students.
Yep.
Pretty neat.
Yep. Yeah, so one of the students that was on that, one of the former students, Josh, is one of our billboards.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Owns his own excavating company now.
Cool. Did you sell the house?
We're in the works.
Oh, okay.
We're in the works.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful house.
Yeah. Well, we've got the Career Center open to every student in Jackson County, but certain grade levels you guys are entertaining in the next couple of weeks. At what point does a student start checking out the Career Center?
Well, we actually started a new process last spring, bringing 8th graders in to visit every program. Mm-hmm. So 8th graders have always come to visit in the past, but what we did is we changed it up and we made it a walking tour. So every 8th grader in the county comes out and spends 3 minutes in each program. So literally an hour just kind of buzzing program to program, seeing everything kind of from a quick bird's eye view. And then this year we started our 9th grade tour. So this was a brand new program for us. And we said we want really for kids to be able to get that recognition. Like you saw it for 3 minutes in 8th grade, now you're gonna see it for 15 minutes in 9th grade. And then 10th grade tours is really where we're gonna have students confirm their choices of where they wanna spend their time at Career Center. So see everything in 8th grade, see 5 programs in 9th grade, 4 or 5 programs in 9th grade, and then in 10th grade, 2. And then they're going to spend a good amount of time, half a shift in one program, half a shift in another program that 10th grade year to really expand, this is what it looks like every day, not just hey, here's the highlights, but every single day this is what we do in our programs. So I'm really trying to make sure that kids have a great sense of what they're getting themselves into when they enroll.
Yeah, it's a great idea because I have talked to students over the years. They start at the Career Center in one program, in 11th grade, and then in 12th grade they're in a completely different program. They know earlier. Are you finding that students know earlier what career direction they want to go to?
I don't know if I'd say they know. I think it's still that exploration phase of their life. I think what we're trying to do with what Lauren just explained is to educate them on more of what they can expect.
So those 4 or 5 programs, do they pick, or
Yep.
does their teacher they pick?
They pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a good point to bring up because one other piece to the puzzle that we've added as that selection process is going on is what their educational development plan is saying. So a student would start an educational development plan in 7th grade saying, I think I want to do this type of a career. All right, and then they review it and revise it year after year after year. So what we've done is asked the local schools to take that information and help drive that selection process for us to say, if I wanted a career in the medical field, we have a health technician program or a dental program that would match that sort of career path. So it's, again, I'll use the phrase better educating the students because what we want is for them to make that decision based on not just because, my buddies are doing that class, but based on truly what they want to do and what they want to experience.
Yeah, I would bet that's probably a good deal of peer pressure that gets kids into a program. Now, you have certain programs that fill up faster than others too. Kids, should they take that into consideration? Like maybe they're getting into something that the jobs are going to be not as plentiful because it's such a popular field. Does that happen?
I mean, there's no doubt that some of our programs fill up really fast, and that's going to continue to happen. That's just that's how it's always been. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. But I would guess I'd just go back to the students that are filling those classes up. Again, making sure that they're really informed, because what we don't want to see is for a student to show up in August and then by the time December rolls around, they say, you know what, it's been okay, but I thought it was going to be something else. And now they don't continue on. As opposed to maybe a student that was really wanting to do it and they were not able to get in because the class filled up so fast. So again, the education process for the students to realize what's available for them and again, what opportunities exist while they're there.
The light probably goes off when they see like welding. I can picture that. So when you see those kids welding with the things and it's exciting. I mean, that probably
Sparks and fire.
Yeah.
Kids love seeing sparks and fire. That one absolutely brings kids in. But a lot of times students don't necessarily realize that you're going to spend a couple weeks doing OSHA safety standards. You're going to spend time in the classroom. There's a classroom component to it. So that's why we really want to, once they get to their 10th grade year, show them all elements of it. You don't get to play with fire all the time. It's fun, and there is a lot of fun, but there's some other components that go into it.
And you guys are constantly making changes to programs and adding and taking away. What's new? What are some of the recent programs?
So we have a new program this year, Aesthetics. Aesthetics, yes. It's a branch off of cosmetology in many ways. Aesthetics focuses on skincare, eyelashes, waxing, makeup, things like that. And the cosmetology license overall incorporates pieces of that. And a cosmetologist might be licensed in some of those areas, but an esthetician is specifically licensed for that field. And it's a very popular field right now. It's an area where our students will have great opportunities for jobs.
Nice. You guys, in addition to having the advisory members, you have a lot of partnerships throughout the community. Give us some examples of how you're working with the community in educating the kids.
Well, I mean, I would say there's probably a story every day that could be said about partnerships across the county. One thing that comes to mind right from the get-go is our work-based learning opportunities, whether it's a co-op, paid or unpaid, whether it's industry coming out to the programs and being a guest speaker, maybe it's a couple people from the state police that are coming in to do some mock interviews with some of our students. It just goes on and on and on. And so the partnerships are so valuable. I mean, we can talk about the advisory, like the award here, and that's twice a year, but the input that they provide is so valuable throughout the year. We recently had our auto technician program was ASEEF. So it used to be called ASE, now it's ASEEF accreditation. And for that to take place, we have to have 2 industry representatives. Our auto collision just went through the same process. Again, you have to have 2 working, not retired, but working from the industry. And so if we don't have those partnerships, in this case, those 2 programs do not get accredited. So it's just paramount that they're involved as we go throughout the year.
What should parents that want to make sure their kids explore what's happening at the Career Center, are there some things that you want parents to get involved with at this point? As I guess the 10th grade, 9th grade, those kids getting ready to tour?
So our 10th graders will be touring the first week in February, and then we have our open house on February, can't remember, there we go, February
There it is.
22nd,
Yeah.
it's on the screen for me. So we have our open house, and if 10th graders come through and they want to bring their parents back and check out the open house, that's a great idea. Or if somebody misses a 10th grade tour and they want to come and check out the open house, another great opportunity. Sometimes we have people that go through our 10th grade tours and say, I wish I would have seen this program. And so open house would be another opportunity to see something maybe they didn't see. But we would invite any and all people to come back to open house on February 22nd.
I'm going to remember that date because I have a root canal at 3:30 on the 22nd.
Well, when you're done, come on out.
yeah,
Come out and
sure.
visit.
We'll see you.
I'm sure I'll be in the mood for that.
And the other thing I was just going to add that I would say Lauren really spearheaded with this is when we did our 9th grade tours, we had them do a survey at the end of that experience. And primarily we wanted to know, how did it go? And the programs that you saw, were they programs that you really enjoyed or not so much? Especially as we talk about this education process of 9th grade to 10th grade and then confirming that decision. And so what we have the ability to do now is to go back to the students. We can email those students directly and say, hey, just following up with you on your experience. And we have a little bit better access now to that future class because of this now 9th grade experience. And then how does that lead to 10th grade and being able to see the level that the students continue on all the way to 11th grade.
Cool. Well, if there's any questions that you have, your school has some answers. The Career Center would love to hear from you as well. And you've got a website with even more info. Great to see you both.
Great
Thank
to be
you.
here. Thank you.
From the Jackson Area Career Center, the principal, Dan Draper, and assistant principal, Lauren Kaiser.